Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Old Dominion Monarchs and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, Dave Powell again, Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Old Dominion Monarchs offense will go to work first. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
And this talented guy out wide, man, for this offense, he has had his way this season. This will be the biggest challenge for him. And what's the answers on that side? What do they present? Nobody's really been able to stop him, and he's going to get his. But, Palmer, how do they limit the damage, and how do they maybe focus on him and make up?
Caught, and he's got room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps.
Oh, he's got some space. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. They come through with the explosive play, and they'll have the first down, but we see a man who is slow to get up, and let's check on him. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. The RPO, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gives it on the option. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Back to throw, it's Potter. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
You do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you've watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down, you throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, ODU. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. And here comes Daniel Hill. He put up numbers, more than 200 yards and a couple of scores in their victory last time out. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Mack knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Mack. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Monarchs send out the offense to go to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pushes ahead for 1, it's 2nd and 9. And the Monarchs in the hurry-up. The run inside, it's Roach. Defense fills those gaps, he's got 1 to the 28. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Monarchs will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. Picks up the 1st down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Tide!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the point after is good. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Agnew. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done try to find a rhythm here. Tackled there by the defense. And the Monarchs are in the hurry-up.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Slides to the ground after picking up the first great play on 2nd and short. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you've got to dodge throughout a game.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Potter. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. How about that? Picked off, and this one could go all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense putting points on the board.
How about a game-changing play for this defense, stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Running inside, it's Roach. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Monarchs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quick release by the QB. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
It's complete. Runs through a man, and he might have space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
It's complete!
And they come up with an explosive play there. The quarterback had exactly what he wanted. Man coverage, safety in the middle of the field, so he throws the go route to the outside, finds his best one-on-one matchup. And how about the speed and the ability to track that football and give this offense a jolt?
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. And they're able to make the tackle. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tight end now in motion. Trying to barge their way in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Monarchs!
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Backed up now, here's second and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Tide will get the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Throwing Mack. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Maybe some room here. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw. It's Mack. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They're dealing with a second and long. On the run, it's Hill. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Austin Mack. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Now a timeout is called so they can talk over what to do on 4th and 2. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Absolutely nowhere to go as they stop him behind the line on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Turning it on. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. And the Monarchs will hustle to the line.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. To the air, it's Potter. Gonna take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Monarchs will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Mack. Fires quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. On the run, it's Hill. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. Now facing a 3rd and long. Throwing Mack. Got it. He stopped just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. Needed more to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Trying to do it on the ground. Fighting off the defender. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And and you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Dropping back, it's Mack. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Austin Mack makes the grab down the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Those tackles and those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just make sure guys don't get to linebackers. This guy said, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rush ability. Gets to the quarterback. How about the sack from the big nose tackle?
With a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Potter. Pocket breaking down. Goes high to pull it in.
Give all the credit to the offensive line right there. Defense was playing a big zone coverage, and it's going to take these receivers time to find the open spot in the middle of the field. So the offensive line, especially the tackles on the outside, really good job giving the quarterback a place to step up into, hold the ball, and then find his open receiver to get a big first down.
The Monarchs headed quickly to the line. The Magic Bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roach. Touchdown, Old Dominion. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Puts it out of the air. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Mack. Quick completion on the out. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The offense changing the play. Throwing, Mack. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll give it to the back. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Austin Mack makes the grab on the left. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? And this is a big 3rd down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Alabama!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone. It's Horn. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Back to throw, it's Potter. Fires left. Makes a connection. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Great move. Now he's got room. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Off play action. Makes the grab and there's room. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Bringing the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. To the air, it's Potter. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen. Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Mack. With the catch, it's Scott. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Mack. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the tight end. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Just enough time to get off one more snap. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 3 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Mustangs on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12. And now over to your game at Bryant-Denny Stadium. What a day so far from that stud linebacker. He's truly the quarterback of that defense, and he's really dictating the way things are going. A dynamic defender in every sense of the word.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Coming out of the locker room, Alabama's head coach told me, he said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Leaves it with the running back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Running back searching for a hole. Alabama will get the first down.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on 2nd and short and take shots. This offense said, nah, we want to get the first down, and we want to get it now.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. Could be an alley. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. He's up to 90 yards rushing in this game, and he's on his way to a 1,400-yard season. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Coleman. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throwing, Mack. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Blue 30! Blue 30! They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see.
And he's in! Touchdown, Bama!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They march 78 yards down the field and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Agnew. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Old Dominion's offense hopes this drive holds some promise. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Back to pass, it's Potter. Gonna try to get it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play. Trying to get to the marker himself. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Monarchs line up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that 1st drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Give him 96 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Austin Mack got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Options galore here, second and just a few inches. Using his legs, it's Hill. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
In the red area, it's Hill. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem.
Here's a little room there. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Matt. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Monarchs send out the offense to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Johnson. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. They'll ride the hot hand, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The Monarchs want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Monarchs are rolling down the field.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Monarchs can really attack on this second and short.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires. Working that left side now. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Monarchs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Potter. Bought a little time.